Tonight on One News, the search for missing real estate agent Jan Fei Bao continues. Why the silver sedan is now part of the ongoing police investigation as a person is arrested for kidnapping.
We were out here, there was an incident with someone being tailed by the police.
Visiting World Cup fans in the football ferns are forced to evacuate their hotel as a man is charged with arson. What's now happening with security during the tournament? And the two victims gunned down in Auckland CBD are named. No, mate. Haere mai. Welcome to One News. There's been a key development in the search for a missing Christchurch mother. A man's been arrested and charged with kidnapping, but real estate agent Jan Fei Bao is still missing after last being seen on Wednesday. Katie Stevenson joins us now with an update on the investigation. Katie, police are now focusing their attention on a silver Mitsubishi sedan. What can you tell us about that?
Melissa, police have been searching here in the suburb of Wigram for Jan Fei Bao for days now and assisting their investigations today.
Across the street, a fireman blocked his way.
Two other groups of witnesses here at the hotel have told us the same story. They say they saw three police officers outside that white building over there talking to a young man who broke free, been affected, and the team is due to leave here tomorrow for Tuesday night's game against the Philippines.
Kia ora, Simon, thank you. And for more reaction from football fans staying at the Pullman Hotel about the fire and ongoing coverage of the FIFA Women's World Cup, go to our website, onenews.co.nz. And there's been an update on Thursday's shooting in downtown Auckland. The names of the two victims have been released by police, with local leaders saying the deaths are already sending a massive ripple through the community. Jacob Johnson has developments.
Work continues to establish exactly how Thursday's attack. Two families now in mourning after their loved ones went to work and never came home. Jacob Johnson, One News.
Political parties, both in and out of Parliament, have taken to stages up and down the country using the day to campaign for your vote. The Greens, New Zealand First, National and the ACT Party vying for attention. And as Deputy Political Editor Mikey Sherman reports, it's just a taste of what's to come.
All aboard New Zealand First, hoping the final destination will be Parliament come October. How much does the party want to be back at Parliament?
Absolutely desperate to get back.
Your vote.
Right, Mikey is with us now. You've been at the New Zealand First convention. The election is getting closer. Can Winston Peters entice the voters?
Tēnā koe, Melissa. Well, look, I think New Zealand First can tick this weekend up as a success. It had a slick convention and it's really re-established itself on the political scene for this coming election. But look, make no mistake, I don't think anyone, not even Winston Peters, is under any illusion that this is going to be tough. It will be a hard road back to Parliament. Now, the New Zealand First Party has always believed that at the last election, while some of their vote went to National, a lot of it actually went to Labour.
It really feels like campaigning. It's stepping up.
Look, forget the Sunday roast. This was an absolute political potluck today. We saw parties from all exciting time.
Political reporters excited too. Imihiana kia koe. Thanks so much, Mikey. The government denies there's a link between a lower prison population and higher rates of violent crime. The Corrections Minister set a long-term goal of a 30% drop in people locked up, but National says that target should be scrapped. Here's Q&A's Jack Tame.
A moral and fiscal failure. That's how past leaders consequences of their actions. He says the law change might impact some of them. Jack Tame, One News.
And join Breakfast tomorrow morning from 6 for more analysis from a busy weekend of politics as the team speak with Green MP Chloe Swarbrick and ACT Deputy Leader Brooke Van Velden. Overseas, temperatures continue to soar in southern Europe. The heat in Greece has triggered several wildfires and crews are battling to contain a blaze in the Rhodes region, where thousands of holidaymakers have been forced to flee. Corazon Miller reports.
The idyllic blue of the Aegean. Corazon Miller, One News.
And Erin is with us now. Erin, could this be in store for our summer too?
Well, let's take a look. The unrelenting heat wave, among other things, is being caused by what's called Niño summer, combined with an additional years of climate change, may play out.
Thanks, Erin. We'll see you soon. It's wintry conditions right now, causing chaos here at home as wild weather hits parts of the South Island. Next, the overnight warnings. Plus, breaking his silence.
I went to hell and back.
Jamie Foxx gives his first health update months after being hospitalised. And a touch of the old puts smiles on the faces of those in a cyclone-hit region.
Z+.
No, Mayano, welcome back. It's been a wet and wild day for parts of the South Island and it's not over yet. Wakakotahi is closing the State Highway 1 Ashburton River Bridge overnight with heavy rain warnings still in place and concern melting snow could cause issues. Katie Stevenson has what you need to know.
Fun in the snow. Mount Lyford.
His road to recovery has had some potholes, but now he's able to work. The 55-year-old fell ill while he was shooting a new movie with Cameron Diaz. Miriakine coming up here on One, the perils of doing a good deed.
Wifey wouldn't be happy, I come home stinking up a storm.
How these volunteers are helping ease the pressure on Kiwi families. Plus a welcome sight in Hawke's Bay as a famous festival gets back on track.
Drivers, start your engines and push!
And Napier and Haast shared our top temperature of 17 today. That's a new July record for Haast. More rain for Marlborough and Canterbury on the cards. Details after sport.
Kia ora Arno, welcome back. As the cost of living puts more pressure on the weekly shop, some families are making difficult decisions about buying staples like protein, meats and fish. It means the work of some volunteer groups has become more important than ever, as Dewey Priest found out.
It's that time. Henry McMullen, One News.
Great to see all those faces. Andrew's here with sport, and that World Cup just rumbles on.
Some good games. England given a fright. The Swedes at the moment struggling a bit against South Africa. Good to see. The football ferns hit back into training at the same time as they eye up the Philippines. A standout from that Norway win takes us inside their preparations. Golfing journeyman on the verge of a dream win, but is being chased hard. And we're with the young Kiwi women about to embark on the gruelling Tour de France Femme.
BP is here for the early starts and the big wins. BP, proud supporters of One News Sport.
No mai kina kōrero, hei kineke no Otiwa. Welcome to Sport. And tonight, the football ferns will be hoping for a decent night's sleep. Their World Cup campaign seems to have been followed round by drama. The latest, that fire in their Auckland hotel last night. The ferns did head back to the training pitch today, staying calm as they build towards the match against the Philippines in Wellington on Tuesday. Kate Wells has more.
The football ferns remain focused on making it out of the group stage of the FIFA World Cup, despite recent distractions, like last night's fire at the team hotel.
It definitely threw a spanner in the works for us, but we followed direction really well.
Jordan Oppett, One News.
Great few days ahead. 1-1 South Africa, Sweden. The World Cup in Wellington, and can't wait.
What else would you like to discuss?
Can't wait for that Ashes test tonight, Melissa. Hopefully fine in Manchester.
And you didn't mention Lewis Hamilton on pole for the first time since 2021.
Hungarian GP, yeah.
All right.
Thanks for that.
Thanks, Steph. And while the Football World Cup is dominating sports headlines, tonight's good sort has a passion for hockey, and he's had to overcome a lot to keep coaching kids.
One News weather is brought to you by Ryman Healthcare. Rain or shine, be ready to seize the day, whatever it may bring you.
Kia ora Anna, welcome back. Some very low snow to parts of Canterbury overnight and heavy rain too. We saw 200 millimetres to parts of Banks Peninsula, but the sun was a very welcome sight in Auckland this morning. Now from the satellite, there's that darker red rain cloud over the South Island's east and lower north too. Clear skies for many as well, but there is more rain on the way. Warnings extended in Marlborough and Canterbury to early Monday morning and this week. But looking at this photo, some good news for the Canterbury ski fields.
Forgot this. Good Sorts is brought to you by Cadbury. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Tonight's good sort is Bruce Johnson, who spent the past 4 decades teaching kids how to play hockey. It started with his daughter, then his granddaughter, and now despite being on crutches, he's still doing it. Hayden Jones went to meet him.
Take your shot. Good.
Good on you, Bruce. And that's One News this Sunday. The breakfast team is back from 6 in the morning. From the team here, Paul Martie. Good night.